everybody. Welcome to your class, Feet and Ankle Strengthening Exercises. I'm your yoga instructor, Patricia Becker. These exercises will do everybody good. And this short class is especially good for people who stand a lot in their jobs or in their lifestyle. It's also really good for runners and hikers. Everybody's feet are going to feel fabulous when they practice with us. We will practice therapeutic techniques to help make your feet and ankles stronger and more adaptable. Each foot has 26 bones, 33 joints, and more than 100 tendons, muscles, and ligaments. So get out your yoga block, your strap, and your yoga tune-up balls. These toys are very helpful to help with our yoga practice. If you don't have them, you can modify with whatever you have. So we're going to begin in Tadasana, mountain pose. So please take a couple of slow, deep breaths. We're going to inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 8. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale, count of 8. Giving your feet some tender, loving care will make your whole body feel better. So, please now lift your toes. We'll begin by lifting your toes, spreading them. Feel the appreciation of not having your feet in shoes here at this moment. Spread your toes. See if you can see the light between your toes. And then stretch your toes long away from your shins and then press them back down. Press your toes down. See if you can make your feet shorter by bringing the front of your foot to the back of your foot and the back of your foot to the front of your foot, and you'll feel your arches lift up. And then spread your foot wide again, as wide as you can. And then again, try to shorten your foot. Try to shorten it. This activates and energizes your ankle muscles, your feet, your bones, even all the way into your shins. And then spread them again. You have 4 corners on your foot. The mound of your big toe, the mound of your little toe, inside of your heel, and the outside of your heel. So when you're standing, you want to feel the 4 corners of your foot rooted down, as well as your toes pressing down. Wearing shoes all day long make your ankles and feet stiff and prone to injury. So we'll stand up on your tippy toes and then rock back on your heels. Just rock back and forth. Toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Good. Now, roll to the outside of your feet, and then roll to the insides. See if you can keep your toes spread while you're doing it. All those bones and tendons, your bones and your feet make up a lot of the bones in your body. Okay, now we'll do some plantar flexion. So pointing is a plantar flexion for your ankle, and dorsiflexion. Plantar, dorsi. Good. And then plantar pointing, flexor, dorsiflexion, lifting your foot up. Pointing, flexing. You can do this laying down in your bed at night too, or in the morning just to wake up your legs, your ankles, your feet. Okay, good. Now here's a real good one. Please stand on your toes. Bring your arms out in front of you. Draw your shoulders back. Engage your belly. Stay on your toes as much as you can, and we're going to slowly turn your torso to one side. Staying on your toes. if you come off, if you fall off your toes, just come right back. Every day is different. Sometimes it's easier to balance on your toes than another day. Come through center. Whoops. And then come back through center. Stand up on your toes as much as you can before you come down. That's a good one. It's fun to practice that. It strengthens all the way up into your core. Now, these are the yoga tune-up balls. These are fantastic. You can learn more about where to get all these on my website, www.yourhealthandjoy. So these yoga tune-up balls have many uses. So go ahead and get these. Put your foot on top of it and roll your foot back and forth. Just roll all around. This is sort of reflexology, foot reflexology. Have you heard of that? So you can massage your arch. The arch is meant to be connected to the stomach. All your acupuncture points end in your feet. So by stimulating and rolling your feet around on these balls, you can be actually tonifying your whole body. And just do what feels good. Just roll around. If you get to a little sore spot, see what happens. If you can just get around it. And then, when you're ready, go to your other foot. And you get to press it down, yogi's choice, as much as you want. Down and around. This will make you feel better. Your whole body feel better. Goodness gracious, our feet hold us up all day. Hold up all that weight. We want to take good care of them. Good care of our feet. Spread your toes. Roll around. Get the heel. We're going to do some acupressure on our feet at the very end. Oh, it feels so good. You can actually get a chart and see exactly which points you're pressing with the ball or your hands to see what you're activating. Okay. We'll pause for that for now. You can always watch the show again and do all of these moves again. So please come on up on your toes again. Bend your knees and squat. Come on down. See if you can squat on your toes. We can bring our hands in prayer pose, namaste. And then we're going to sit down slowly as you can. We're going to lean forward. Slowly, slowly as you can. Lower your heels down so you've got your whole foot down now. And your butt's still up, and then slowly as you can, lower your butt down. Good. Okay, now, getting the feet up in the air to let the blood drain. Get your yoga block. Lay down and place this block right underneath your sacrum where it feels nice and stable. It should feel really good, stable. And then bend your knees and lift your legs straight up into the sky. And the blood starts draining. This feels so good. Your feet will start to tingle. And then you can do ankle circles while you're up there. There's also another pose that's very helpful. It's called Viparini Karani. That's Sanskrit for putting your legs up the wall. You can do this at night before you go to bed. Make sure you do your ankle circles both ways. Just lay down. You don't even have to have the block. Just lay down. Put your feet up the wall, up on your bed, or if you're in your bed, turn around. Put your legs up your headboard or up the wall. That's assuming your bed's on a wall. And then if you want, spread your toes and take your legs out nice and wide. And then you can do ankle circles again. You can keep your feet up in the air in this pose, legs up the wall, Viparita Karani. Or like this, for as long as you feel comfortable. You can lean your feet against the wall. We don't have a wall here, but if you do, you can stay in this pose for 5 to 15 minutes. And it just feels good just to let all the blood drain out of your feet, right into your belly. This is very strengthening for your whole digestion, your intestines, your immune system. So it just has a lot of benefits. Slowly bend your knees, set your feet down. Please pick up your hips and set the block aside. This is a class of using a lot of yoga toys. So now, if you have a yoga strap, please wrap up your foot. We can put it on our heel, hold onto the strap. You can keep the other opposite leg, foot bent, pressing in, and then we'll do the plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So you stretch out the front of your ankle, the front of your foot, the front of your shin, and now back, calf, back your ankle, back your foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then we'll go over to the other foot. Point, flex, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. The strap just gives you an extra little energy to be pointing and flexing your foot against while you're laying down and having the blood still drain out of your feet. Okay. So any one of these poses that you especially like, you can do longer. Come back. So now we'll slowly roll to our side. Come on up to seated. And now let's do a little acupressure for our feet. So just pick up one foot, use your thumbs, and press down. I normally recommend starting at the arch and then pressing all the way up through the metatarsals where your toes meet your feet. Yeah. They used to do foot binding back many, many centuries ago. It was not a nice thing. I'm glad we don't live in those times. We're trying to keep the foot small. Okay, come on here, and we'll do the other one. And it's time to end this particular class. You can keep massaging your feet. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.